guys, I'm still riding the high of the Marvel's Wolverine reveal, okay, or the re-reveal, if you will, from the state of play. We got gameplay, we now know when we're gonna see more, spring of 2026, and we know that the game is gonna be coming out in the fall of 2026. It has been awesome to have that much information and communication from Insomniac about a game that we're all very excited for. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for another Marvel game that we know is on the way, that being Marvel's 1943 Rise of Hydra. It was supposed to be coming out this year. We've only really gotten two trailers, one that was a reveal without even a title for the game at the time, and then another that was kind of a story trailer that didn't feature any gameplay that we could really tell. We know Amy Hennig is attached to the project. Of course, she was behind the creative team on some of your favorite Uncharted games, so there is a lot to look forward to, but I'm honestly starting to get worried. This game's gotten delayed into early 2026, and we still haven't seen anything new. So in this video, I want to chronicle the events that have led us to this point and talk about why I am a little worried about Marvel's 1943 Rise of Hydra. But hey, you know what you can rely on getting your hands on? Well, I'm gonna take you to today's sponsor to answer that question. Today's video is sponsored by Asus Canada, and I need to tell you guys about the ROG Xbox Ally. This is a handheld in collaboration between Xbox and ROG where you can play all your games wherever you want. You can either get the ROG Xbox Ally, the one that I just showed you there, or as well you can get the ROG Xbox Ally X. The ROG Xbox Ally X has obviously a little more packed in there, but still, the ROG Xbox Ally is great. Being able to play any of my games wherever I am, if I'm on a plane, if I'm somewhere across the world, it doesn't matter. I have all of my games available at my fingertips. It's got a fast and bright display, impulse triggers, which are supposed to kind of emulate the feel of an Xbox controller. And to be honest, that's actually my favorite thing about this handheld. It's so ergonomic, it feels amazing in your hands. I've tried out tons of games on it as well. Everything's looking and performing the way that I would want it to. And then hey, you got the Xbox button right there so you can jump in and try out any of your games that are available through Game Pass or through anything within the Xbox app. Not to mention, you know, when you're taking this thing on the go, you want to have a nice little case for it. They do have one available, and it's a really handy travel case. I love it. If you want to learn more, maybe even get your hands on one of your own Ally X or ROG Xbox Ally, head to the link in the description box below. Thank you very much to Asus Canada for sponsoring today's video. And with that said, let's get back to the video. Marvel's 1943 Rise of Hydra was announced a long time ago. Now, it wasn't announced to have an actual title or anything like that. All we knew was that Skydance New Media was making a Marvel game and that Amy Hennig was attached. That alone was extremely exciting for a lot of people. Then we got the reveal not too long after. We didn't have a title for the game, but we saw that it was about Captain America and Black Panther, and it was going to be set during World War II. And obviously it being set during that time period meant that we're going to be kicking some Hydra butt. Then flash forward to a random GDC in 2024, we get a story trailer for the game at a conference where you do not get game reveals whatsoever. It is very uncommon. But the reason why we ended up getting this reveal for the game, and this is where we got the announcement of the title and we got a full story trailer to really showcase what this game is all about, it's because it was during the Unreal Engine showcase. And sort of the big draw with this game is that it's being made with Unreal Engine 5. So we see this story trailer, we get a great look at the character designs. I think Black Panther in the game looks fantastic. I do kind of wish that Captain America was a bit bulkier, but overall, everything visually about the game is looking top notch. To me, it is looking, just from visuals alone, like one of the best superhero games ever made. And for a while, the release window that we had got for the game was that it was going to be coming out this year, 2025. Skydance Games made the announcement back in May that stated, we have an important update. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra will now be launching in early 2026. Taking this additional time will allow us to add more polish and make sure we give you the best possible experience and one that lives up to our vision. We have some exciting things in store and look forward to sharing more soon. It has been several months. We didn't get anything during the state of play, which I think is fair considering that they wanted their big Marvel game reveal to be Wolverine. But with this game coming out in early 2026 and us closing in on the end of this year, I'm really wondering, when does the marketing begin? I think the Game Awards is maybe a likely spot to look towards, but if we don't get a trailer during the Game Awards, I'm honestly going to start getting a little worried that this game might get pushed even further out. Which, I mean, listen, okay, game delays are fine. Like, it is what it is. The more time that the developers have to make the game, the better that it will be. It does not automatically mean that we're going to be getting an amazing game or anything like that, but what it does mean is that the game we get will have been better with that delay than it would have if we had gotten it without a delay. Of course, as well, some people are worrying and starting to think, like, is this game going to get canceled? We've heard so many things about, like, a Black Panther game over at EA getting canned and that studio being shut down, so people are starting to think maybe the same fate could apply here to Rise of Hydra. I personally don't believe that's going to be the case, mainly because they've already given us a window of early 2026. They already had at one point planned to release it this year. It's really far in development by the sounds of it. I think it would be way too far in development to just can the game. But honestly, one of my biggest worries now for Rise of Hydra is something that I was initially really excited about, and that's the fact that they're utilizing the power of Unreal Engine 5. For as much potential as this engine has for video games, I still feel the developers just haven't cracked the code yet. I look towards something like Borderlands 4, which I was extremely excited about, but had such a rocky launch. Tons of problems on PC, no FOV slider on console, and as well tons of performance issues on console as well. It just feels like Unreal Engine 5, we just haven't gotten there yet. We really haven't just figured it all out. And so Rise of Hydra being developed entirely with that engine is something that on one hand could be really exciting and could be great, but on another hand, it could be a detriment to the game. And it could also potentially be the reason why it's been delayed and why we just haven't seen anything yet. Now, do I think that this is going to come out and be a bad game? I mean, I certainly hope not. I'm trying to stay optimistic here. Part of me is excited because, I mean, it's a Captain America Black Panther game. It's World War II. We're taking down Hydra, and that story trailer, that confrontation between Black Panther and Captain America, that was some good stuff right there. I just hope that the gameplay is good, and I'm hoping that we're going to lead to a good launch here. My fingers are crossed that we're going to be seeing something soon. Please give us an update, a new screenshot, just 30 seconds of gameplay. I'm really hoping that the Game Awards has something good in store, or honestly, just give us something before then so that we can have an even bigger reveal during the Game Awards. Because if this game is coming out in early 2026, that means that they want it to launch before the spring. Otherwise, they would have said spring 2026. So if they want it coming out early 2026, my mind points towards January or February. That is at max 4 months away, guys. We could be really close to the actual release of this game, and all we've seen are 2 trailers and no gameplay. So I don't know. I'm a little worried, but I'm going to try to remain optimistic. Fingers crossed again that we get something before the end of the year. And with that being said, let me now kick it to you guys. Sound off with your thoughts in the comments section below. Are you looking forward to Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra? Are you a little worried about it? I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. I've been Caboose. I'll see you guys later.